on stream tweeting.
Alright, we have video. Let me make sure we're stable. Looks like we're stable. I can put OBS over like that. I can put that like that. Pause this. Alright, I think we're laid out good. And I think we are all set up. Okay, so tonight, this is her choice tonight because I got to pick the last one and I don't even remember what I picked. It was Yokohama last week, yeah. So I got to pick Yokohama and it's her turn tonight. Tonight we are doing Scoville, which is a game we actually got to play as a prototype because the designer is local to us. So we've got this neat little Scoville pin from when it was
we play tested it
at at your friendly local game store, which is not holding play tests right now because of COVID. But I was really glad to see it get published, and it's got really neat components. TMG, Tasty Minstrel Games, as always, did a really good job with the components. Except this is the least colorblind friendly game you will ever play. So if anyone colorblind tunes in, sorry, but this is a game of color mixing and pepper breeding. And we'll just dive in. So I believe that you have first...
plantation.
Yeah, I believe you have to take a card first.
I do. Red. There's not much of a choice right now.
Yeah, just make a discard down here. And then I think we immediately see the new auction cards come out immediately.
Yeah. I know that for sure.
So you have some time to plan ahead. So they tried to add some measure of colorblind tolerance to this by making the various categories of peppers different heights, but it doesn't super work that well. Okay, I'm going to be moving first, and I'm going to come in at the star. So I need to and I will be harvesting first, but I will be fulfilling second. So I gotta look around and see what fulfillments are going to be available. Okay, I'm gonna plant out here. So we always have to plant, we have to extend the board to plant orthogonal to an existing pepper. We come in here and we're gonna not be able to teleport ever again. We're gonna go from where we start. So you can harvest up to 3 steps, but you have to stay within the peppers. And I'm gonna go 2 steps here, and that's a green, and that's a purple that I walked between.
So I'll get a green, and I think I'll just walk out on the edge here.
Are you allowed to walk out on the edge?
Heck yeah!
Yeah, it is irrelevant whether the plots are planted or not. It is technically possible to completely pin someone in so they can't move, but it requires a lot of bad play on both sides.
It would be exceptionally rare. You'd have to do it in a corner.
That said, getting pinned in so that you may only have one good step to take is not uncommon. Anyway, you are fulfilling.
I get to fulfill first. I will do the yellow and the green. That gives me 1 point. If I don't know if you want to do the point tracker for this one or not.
This is one we can do live points on, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And it gives me $3.
I thought this was an all money game for some reason.
And a brown pepper.
I think that's just because in one of the play tests we did, somebody played an all money game and that stuck with me. Okay, I am going to start. I'm going to fulfill the single blue, if you could hand that over to me. We can fulfill one of each card, and then each turn there's also a selling peppers mechanic, but that makes more sense late game because you got to have more stuff planted for it to make sense. Then I'm going to spend the purple and the yellow. Rather than spending it on that little card over there, there's more points to be had. I'm Born to be Mild, which is not a very spicy chili recipe. Suppose I can see the other one having some value to it, because 1 point, yeah, this isn't worth all that much, but I'm going to take it. The game clock is dependent on running out both these sides as well. Alright, so we are done with that, and now we bid for turn order. Got 2.
You win.
I win. I want to go first.
I believe I keep my money.
That's... I want to check that. I think everybody pays. Let's see here. Players pay their bids to the bank as they go. So everybody pays. And if you don't pay anything, you don't get any choice. You just go where you go. Which happens a lot, actually. Alright, so I've got to plant first. Somebody else is going to harvest first. That somebody else is, is that a blue or a green?
Blue.
Okay, you got it.
You're the one thinking, so I might as well.
So one neat thing, you end up building the board has crossbreeding of peppers, so they get more advanced, but you can end up where it's not easy to get basic peppers, but the auctions keep introducing the basic peppers back into the game.
They get rarer in the second half. You can definitely run out of basic peppers. I've had it happen all the time.
The early game, there's a lot of jostling on the board, especially in a 2-player game when there's not enough to do good harvests the first planting, but 2 or 3 more plantings and we'll start getting good harvest, and we'll probably end up walking a distance away from each other.
$4 points per gen.
Just snagging the points because that's a unbreedable space. Brown peppers ain't good for breeding.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm moving first. Green, orange, 2 red.
I'll take the green and the orange, and I'm just gonna sit there and be a jerk. I will not fulfill anything this time.
I should pay more close attention. I will do 3 reds. Get a point. 2 orange peppers. And $2.
Alright, that's the end of that fulfillment. So now we are bidding for the next round.
win.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to plant an orange pepper.
Well, choose your auction, please.
Oh, yes. I want the blue. Blues are a little hard to come by right now. I'm going to plant an orange here. And I'm going to get 2 points for being the first person to plant an orange. 2 more points for green, please.
Nope. Wrong enter. Okay, so... I'm gonna be taking the other 2 here. I just have to figure out the relative merits of the peppers I got. And which way I want it. Does it matter which way I want to go? I don't know that it does. I'm just gonna come down here.
That's what I would do in your
I'm
position.
gonna take 1-2 steps because I'm the last planter, so I'm the first mover. I got a brown and a white coming in. I also got this plaque because I planted another one of those.
Okay. I'm gonna do each of the secondaries: orange, green, purple.
And then you are first to turn in. Oh, we should be seeing the auction, by the by. Purple and orange.
No blacks or whites yet. This is the pile I choose not to fulfill any orders.
Okay, I have...
I should get my peppers out in the open so the camera can see them.
I have multiple options here. Can't do more. I can do one thing no matter which way I go. The question is just which way do I go? I'm gonna fulfill Minstrel Molten Mouth for a 5. But I'm not gonna fulfill any cards over there. Does the game end when we run out of these? I know we have to get to the... If we do it via those, we gotta get through the second deck.
For those, it's the same, but there's no second deck, basically.
I know that if they both exhaust, the game
I believe when there's
immediately ends.
one.
I know that, yeah, there's a limit to how much they exhaust.
I believe it's players -1 is when it's considered done, and if that happens, we finish the round. Same on the other side, but if they both exhaust, then we... Or
Yeah,
there's one more round.
It's fewer cards than number of players. Yep, and you can entirely skip the afternoon. It's possible.
I've seen it happen 2 times.
And if they if both exhaust simultaneously, then the game well, you get the final. If they exhaust in morning, you get the extra single round. If they both exhaust and it's afternoon, there is no final round. Okay, we are bidding in just a second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second to figure out what it is. I had a thought here. I'm down $2. I am going...
We'll take a pepper.
I gotta choose turn order first.
Oh, yes, you do.
Doesn't mean I'm going first. I think actually what I'm paying for is the right to go second.
Okay, so I get to pick the pepper. I will pick a purple pepper. Pick a peck of purple peppers.
Well, this auction is very obvious which one you're taking if you're going first.
Mm-hmm.
There is obviously no
The
reason.
auction is a little less interesting in 2-player.
Yep.
Okay, I am Plantaroons. There's 1, 2, 3 that require white. Which white is different, black is same. There's 1, 2, 3. White and black are relatively the same value this game. If I put it there, you might use your double around. That'd be too good. I think this is the best I can do. I hate to do it, but it's the best I can do.
Yep, I gotta actually now think.
There's nowhere I can go that won't help you, but I gotta put it the place that'll help me more.
That's why I made you go first. Because I knew there were certain advantages to me going second.
Oh, that 5-pointer.
Yeah, but it also opens up a decent space. Then I'm gonna go, that should be brown, brown, black.
And I'm gonna go green, brown, white. If my color mixing is correct.
I believe so. And then you get to fulfill first.
Right, opposites is white. Yeah, opposites is white. Same as black. Okay, so I am going to... there's nothing over there I can really get right now. So I am going to get... I always like reading the funny names. Dude, where's my tongue?
It's 12, right?
Yep, so I got brown, green, orange, purple, and then one of each of the basics. Boom. 12 points.
Yep, that is definitely the biggest move so far this
I
game.
think I want to hang on to my other peppers, so I am not going to buy one from the other stack.
I am also not going to buy one from the other stack. So, we are on to the next round.
Let's see. There's one with basics over here, but a lot of these need basics. Yellow and blue up for grabs.
It's yours.
Okay, I want to grab peppers first, so I'm gonna go there.
Or if you want
I want
the
auction
auction. Okay.
first. The high school fundraiser.
All right. Say grab peppers. I didn't know if you meant the auction or the planting.
Yeah, I know. I see how that could be confusing now. So, now I must plant. And what does it mean to plant?
That's a very existential question.
What do I really want? Tell me what I want, what I really, really want.
It doesn't look like your doesn't look like your the mistake I made was I entered the number of points that you added, not the total number of points. Looks like we're caught up.
Mm-hmm. You tried to lay them out in a easy to read fashion. Points over there. What is the next big one I want to go for? black make two, let's see, white X white makes two whites, and black X black makes two blacks. It is white X black that makes crystal. I cannot plant a black right now. The white bonus is taken.
Okay, I'm going to do one thing to the scores. I'm going to give us each the 12 points for our bonus tiles.
And subtract them.
Subtract them if you use them. That makes sense. It's not secret what bonus tiles you have.
No, money is points too, but that would be a butt to keep track of. I think
that is technically secret as well.
You're harvesting first.
Yump. $34. And then I'm gonna spend this. I don't have those 4 points no more because I spent this. This is gone. And do 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get 2 reds and a platinum.
Oh, geez. I'm gonna get crushed.
I don't know about that.
I do. I'm gonna go black, brown, brown.
Yep.
And I think that's good.
Yeah, the only reason I use this tile is if I didn't do that, you could have gone right up the gut, got the platinum. The crystal. I always call them
crystal.
I always call them platinums because I think that's what they were in the.
They're beautiful and sparkly. So sparkly.
Anyway, you get to fulfill. If there is any fulfillment to be had.
I'm at least gonna drop this purple yellow for this one, which is a brown, and $3 and uno punto.
Add a point, not subtract a point. It's the wrong thing to do. All right, I can fulfill if I want and am able to I'm going to pass. And we are going to now bid. I'm also not going to sell anything.
Okay, I want to harvest second. I want to be the second, which I guess means I'm going first, because I want you to move off that crystal spot. 1, 2, 3. I guess you could just move one forward and block me hardcore anyway. That's probably what you should do. There's no more oranges on this side. Take the red blue.
Yeah, if I want to do a block you hardcore move, there are definite ways to do it. You are planting first.
I might as well plant brown and at least get these 3 points.
That's not a terrible idea if you don't have plans for them. I gotta actually think here. We can load these up. And I also have my double back. I could end right on that space again if I want. It's that sufficiently efficiently for me. So I'm gonna plant that bad boy.
Yeah, planting the first crystal is a good way to go.
Puts me at 38. Now I have to make pretty sure that I want to do this, and it's a little expensive. White and brown is white. If I do block you from getting the crystal, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pump those. You're gonna go down there and you're gonna get more blacks and whites.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have first move. You do have first purchase on either stack. So. What I'm probably gonna do is be aggressive.
This is the correct thing to do, because if you look at the board, 4 of them require crystal peppers that I do not have access to right now.
We are gonna get 2 blacks and a crystal, and we are gonna stop.
Jerk.
I was done mostly at your prodding, to be honest.
It was the correct thing to do.
I could take one more step and get a white. I don't think getting one white is worth the extra step.
Black, white.
And the next one's a brown if you keep going.
I might as well take a brown. There's no harm.
It is your purchase.
Okay. I am going to purchase... No, I'm not. I thought that was the second red. Shoot. The shadows fooled me.
Do you want to spend your extra move to walk up here instead?
Yeah, I think I have
So then you got to put back your brown.
Is that worth 4 points? Let me think. Black, white, and 2 reds.
Well, since you were so kind to tell me to block you, would you like my advice?
Sure.
Take the red peppers before I buy that card.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna do that.
That'll cost you 4. And you replace
that was the move 1 extra step.
And you replace your brown with 2 reds.
For some reason, I had a colorblind moment, and for some reason I thought an orange was a red. Okay, so here's 2 blacks. 2 browns, 2 reds. I have made some fire in the bowl for 16 points.
So basically, if you didn't do that, I was going to buy that card. I was going to have a crystal pepper in hand with all 4 of the remaining recipes being crystal peppers. So that's a move that you had to make. All right, we are into bidding. It's a cheap, and I'm going to stay in second place here. Oh, actually, on that before you end that turn, I want to sell 2 brown peppers and get 2 coins. I should have done that earlier.
Yeah,
but
it's about time to start thinking about that.
there's just not much to do with them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you get to take first card.
I'll take the blue.
On the one hand, it's technically a less valuable pepper. On the other hand, on the other practical hand, again, greens ain't worth much right now. You are planting first. Yeah, I need to change the description on this. I really hate when I forget to do that. Well, why can't it just look at my schedule and figure out what game I'm playing? Like, I literally have a schedule. No, we did have a little bit of board damage.
Yeah, that happened a while ago.
I'm sure. And we've taken these games around a little bit. Oh, let's get some new cards out too. That's an interesting choice.
You can't block both of them.
I cannot, but I can walk through and get another plat, basically. It just results in me considering again which of my particular pack of pickled peppers I might want to plant. So, I guess I will drop this and go 2 blacks, crystal, 2 whites. You are fulfilling first, and it's not like the whoopsie, that was a white. I got it.
I'm gonna wait for you to be done so I don't clonk you in the head on accident.
I don't need that head.
Okay, yes you do. Brown. Wait, no, that makes nothing.
That makes nothing. That's a
nothing. Shoot, I miscalculated. Platinum, 2 blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. I have gravely miscalculated. On the other hand, this is a real possibility. Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. It's okay.
Well, you're okay. I don't know that it's good for me if you're completing something.
Okay, so I'm allowed to complete them in any order. So I'm going to complete this first. 2 blues become $2 and a brown.
No points. Okay.
But then, more importantly, a crystal, a black, a white, and a brown become...
17 points.
What's the name of that one?
This one goes to 11.
Ooh.
Which is a bad name because it goes to 17.
That worked out.
Is it back to me then?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Crystal and 3 blacks for 18.
I'm actually feeling okay now.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't take that red, you were gonna, or that one recipe with the reds, you were gonna get crushed. And by taking it, you're probably going to win.
Yay! Thanks for letting me win.
It's not like I'm trying not to win.
Okay, Bidley times.
Yeah, I might sell first.
Yeah, I'm not selling.
I'm gonna sell these 2 for 2 coins. It's time to start considering selling. The game might end soon. Anyway, I gotta actually think here. I'll pay my 2. I want to be first here because I want this. Can you fill that up? I'm running out of blues.
Okay. This might be one of those games that never goes into the afternoon. We'll have to see.
Oh. I have to plant first, which requires that I do some consideration here. And again, you're gonna have to move, and you can't block them both.
I think I'm just going to throw an off pepper.
You're moving.
Okay. Let's see. There's no way for me to obtain the yellow, so I'm locked out of the 23. There's literally no way for me to get that right now. So, can I get the other one before Jason gets it? I have 0 peppers of that color, so I could do crystal.
You're giving me way more info than I deserve.
There's no 2 whites is there, so I could do crystal, double back, get 2 whites. No, I'd have to double back again. Crystal. I used my 4 already. Crystal, white. I can't get it.
Weren't you up between those 2?
Yeah, I was.
It's gonna be important to keep the.
Crystal, brown and white is
White.
Brown, white. The best I can do is a platinum and 2 whites, so it's gone. So deep breathe in. And planting the black I have back here because I need whites wouldn't help because I need whites. And yeah. Or I could plant black. I can't reach the crystal pepper now because I used my 4 already. So sadly, I think the best I can do is crystal, brown crystal. So sad.
I mean, I think my walk is pretty obvious to get crystal, 2 black, 2 white.
Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to get the immediate end, too.
We can't immediate end because it's not fall.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We will definitely have another turn. So, kind of based on... Yeah, I gotta look around here.
Look around.
Okay, I've got a... Yeah, we're going... Yeah, based on this, what I would need... Sorry, I'm actually, thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's a thinky game.
Is it better for me just to push this one here, this turn, and then hope that the other one doesn't get taken, because you did just get a whole bunch of those, but I also don't think you have I don't think you have a yellow. I don't think you can get a yellow within the next turn. So I think that it is in my interest to buy the Spirit of Scoville for 18 points. And then I'm not going to buy anything over there, but I am going to look behind my screen and decide, is there anything that I can sell? There's nothing worth a whole lot of money, but I'm going to sell a green pepper for a coin.
Okay, we're to bidding now.
Are you?
No,
you get to fulfill.
Yeah. So I am going to spend 3 blues to get this. That's 1 point, 2 purples, and $2.
Are you gonna sell anything? This will be the last round because there's only one of those left.
Let's see. I know I can't get yellow from there, so there's no way I can do that. And I'm pretty sure the afternoon deck doesn't have crystal peppers, so I'm going to sell 2 crystal peppers for $2. Because I physically can't get that last card. You sniped the yellow, which was another brilliant move. Okay,
yeah,
last.
And I'm looking around. Can I get what I need to finish that card? And I don't think I can because I don't have my extra step or my double back.
Okay. I believe these come out before.
Those don't come out. Those don't come out at. Oh, you got it down to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me check the actual. Let's see here. Let's see. Count the number of recipes. Then the afternoon is skipped. So that doesn't actually come out.
Okay.
Because we count these first. There's only 1. The afternoon phase is entirely skipped, so we don't even see the other deck.
Oh. No, I mean for market cards.
Yes, they don't come out.
Oh, well then I have nothing to do.
If there are fewer cards than there are players, then the afternoon is skipped. If there are fewer recipe cards. 1 more round is played and the game ends after the fulfillment phase of that round.
Okay.
Before even counting the number of market cards.
Cards. Recipe cards if there are fewer. Okay. That sucks. Because I can't get a yellow, so there's nothing more I can do. So all I can do is just maximize selling.
Pretty much.
Which is basically everything sells the same right now. Is there anything I can plant that can
Well,
make...
I'm gonna bid. No order change, like mandatory, no order change. And I'm obviously gonna take 2 blues because it's better than taking 1 blues. So,
Is there anything I can plant to make my selling better? Orange. Brown.
No, I get to plant. I not only get to plant first,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any choice but to plant first. Then I'm looking around here. Yep. What I would ideally want is 2 plats and a white, and I would both need an extra step and a double back to get it. I don't think that's happening. And if I make this too nice, it results in more points for you. If I do that, the whole planting first thing here means, like, yeah, the amount of value I can get out of things is limited. So it's really going to depend on what you choose to plant. So I don't think I'm going to plant that. Mostly I think I want to plant something that really doesn't affect anything at all. Then I'll see what you do. This is going to come down to money.
Plant a purple.
There's also a throwing it away so that nothing happens.
Okay, so I am harvesting first. I could get brown. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to put this here. I can get brown. No, sorry. Nope, wait. I'm actually going to change this to... Does brown and brown make brown? Brown and brown makes 2 brown. And that increases it. So, I'm going to get brown, 4
Nope, those are nothing 2 browns. It's primary and secondary that make brown and not primary brown. Primary brown makes nothing. So if you want to undo that, but set your guy back where he was before you forget where he was.
He was here.
He was in the plat space.
You're right, I messed up.
I know what you're thinking. It just doesn't quite work.
Nothing. I'll just plant a red over here. Then I'll do red, white, 2 reds.
That was a good move.
That'll get me 6 money, but not much else.
Yeah, I wanted to... That was kind of my eyeball, was to head that way, which means that me trying to take 1 red might be my...
I'm not fulfilling, so I'm just going to cash in my peppers.
Okay, that's a fulfillment of sorts. It's just not one that blocks any other player.
Mm-mm.
So
And then I have a nice round even money. Or not really round, but I have a set of 3, so my money is all money.
Yep, I'm just looking around. I can get 2 blacks, plat, and a white. Get plat, red, white. But obviously, what I want is plat, white, plat. That would win the game for me for sure. But it's not happening. So plat, red, 2 whites. Yeah, I was here. Yeah, 2 blacks, plat, 2 whites. Plat, red, 2 whites. So it doesn't matter too much. Red, plat, 2 whites. Okay, for my fulfillment, I will sell these for 6 money. And then I have a yellow pepper sitting back behind the screen that I was saving to hold that, so I'm going to take that.
You get 1 point and a point's worth of money.
Yeah, so I'm up to 71. Alright, so for endgame, 10, 15, 20. So I got 6 points in cash.
I have 7 points in cash.
Should put you at 73.
Oh, so close. That was the G'est of G's. That was back and forth. You punched, and then I punched back, and then you uppercut.
Well, you told me and then you told me your plans at one point, or at least more than one point, I think, and then I told you my plans just to kind of balance it out.
We each had a oopsie. That's fine. That was a good game. GG. That was the most intense game of Scoville I've ever had.
Yeah, you blocking that red was definitely your best move to limit what I was doing.
Your move was taking that one existing yellow. You bid really high on that.
Because I knew there weren't any yellows there's nowhere on the board to get yellows. The only basic you can get on the board is red.
Yep.
Actually, with the platinum, no, even with the platinums, they were not out there. Yeah, and the whites were also not adjacent. Those can breed basics, which I'm assuming that is again an affordance to how difficult those can be to get in the late game.
Yep.
So it's like
you
think you're upgrading, but then the basics just get hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a really well balanced. It's a game that's amazingly self-balancing, and that's part of the reason I really like it. I was really sure the afternoon cards was come out, but nope. Yeah. There's a specific case in there of afternoon does not happen.
Nope. This side is checked first, and if its endgame is triggered by this, afternoon literally does not happen, even if it otherwise would.
That was a good game. I don't feel bad about losing that one. That was back and forth and back
That was
and
a
forth.
dogfight. Yeah, taking the fight. You had to take the fire in the ball. You were waffling on it, and I just say take it.
No, I had to take it.
Because if you didn't take it, I would have crushed you at that point, because I would have had early access to platinums, and I would have had that card. That's a 32-point swing. So that was definitely your most pressing move. Your end move was also blocking that off was also a good idea, because that's where the money was. It's not like any pepper out here was worth a ton.
No, the money becomes a better move in bigger player games. It's amazing this game is self-balancing in what's available, but also a number of players. This game scales amazingly well.
That's also why you got to start selling peppers a few turns before you think the game's gonna end, because you can only sell one type per turn.
Yep.
Most of what I had here I got pretty recently. All right.
Okay, that's probably good for me.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
I'm pretty tired today, so I think
we're gonna wrap it up. That was
game.
an hour. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start VODing these and linking them on BGG, at least in the thread. I probably won't put them up on the game forum. I could though. I'll see. But I'm definitely gonna go and slice this and put this on the thread, and hopefully at some point maybe I get some interest in it. But until then, we're gonna wrap up today. I also need to remember, set the title. It's on my schedule. Just change the title for me, Twitch. Is it that hard? Anyway, let's wrap up for the day. Thanks for tuning in. I think I get next week's pick, and I don't know what it's going to be yet, so I can't really tease it. But I guess we'll see you then. Have a good night.